Ladies and gentlemen, coin lovers, collectors, and treasure hunters. Today, you are about to witness something that very few people in the world ever get to see. We're not just talking about pocket change, and we're not talking about coins you casually find at the grocery store. No, today we are diving into the deepest vaults of American history, uncovering treasures so rare, so extraordinary, that each one carries a story of power, beauty, and unimaginable value. What if I told you that a coin so small, so ordinary looking to the untrained eye, could actually transform your life overnight? What if in the palm of your hand, you held not just 10 cents, but a hidden fortune worth more than gold, more than diamonds, more than most people will ever see in their entire lifetime? Stay with me, because in this video, we're going to explore the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Roosevelt dimes that have shaken the auction markets in the United States. Each one of these coins carries mystery, history, and jaw-dropping prices that leave collectors speechless and hungry for more. And remember, my channel, Rare U.S. Coin Secrets, is your most trusted and faithful guide into this hidden world of treasures. Every single day, I bring you the most updated, verified, and shocking stories of rare coins, treasures that are not fiction, but real, living legends in the world of collecting. Now let's begin with coin number 1. Coin number 1. Let's step back to the year 1956. America was booming, the post-war era was in full swing, and coins were being minted by the millions. But among those everyday coins, tucked inside pockets, purses, and tills, one very rare creation slipped through. And today it has transformed into something beyond imagination. This is the 1956 Roosevelt dime with the Denver D mint mark. At first glance, it might look like a simple dime, but look closer, and you will discover something truly extraordinary. This particular dime comes in a black shaded tone, a natural dark layer that time itself has gifted it. And far from being a flaw, this mysterious black hue makes the coin glow with character, beauty, and rarity. It is not just a coin, it is a survivor of history. The composition of this dime is classic for the Roosevelt series of its time, 90% silver and 10% copper, which already sets it apart from today's everyday coins. The silver body carries the strength of its era, a time when coins were minted with real precious metal, not just base alloys. That alone makes it a treasure for collectors who know the difference between a common piece of change and a valuable artifact. But what makes this particular coin truly spectacular is not just its silver composition or the Denver mint mark. It's the unique preservation, the fine condition, and the unmatched shade that elevate it far above its ordinary brothers. Condition matters deeply in coin collecting, and when you see a 1956 D. Roosevelt dime preserved with such a distinctive look, collectors know instantly they are staring at something rare, almost mythical. Now let's talk about rarity. Millions of Roosevelt dimes were struck, yes, but the survival rate of ones like this in fine condition, with its black shade and historical presence, is incredibly small. Collectors around the world hunt tirelessly for pieces like this. They bid fiercely, they chase auctions, they wait for years just for a chance to hold such a coin. And when one appears, the demand surges like a wave. And here's where things get shocking. The current market value of this coin is $168,500. Yes, you heard that correctly. $168,500 for a single dime. This is not a fantasy number. This is not a myth. This is today's truth in the auction world. The value is climbing day by day, and experts agree, wait a little longer, and it will climb even higher. Think of it not as pocket change, but as a treasure chest condensed into silver. Owning it means holding a fortune in your fingers. This is the kind of coin that doesn't just make you rich, it makes you part of history. Imagine telling the story that a tiny dime from 1956, barely 10 cents in face value, is today worth more than a massive fortune. That is the magic, the mystery, and the pure shock of rare U.S. coins. So what should collectors know? Here's my tip. If you ever come across a 1956 Roosevelt dime with a D mint mark, especially one showing those beautiful black shaded tones and preserved in fine or better condition, never ignore it. Have it checked, have it graded, because it could be one of the treasures we are talking about today. And for those already in possession of one, hold it carefully. The market is climbing, the demand is powerful, and this coin is a true masterpiece for any serious collection. And in conclusion, remember this. This is not fiction. This is not fantasy. This is the living, breathing reality of the rare coin world. The 1956 D. Roosevelt dime is a treasure in its own right, a legacy piece that proves small things can hold massive power. And that's only the beginning, because we still have 2 more Roosevelt dimes to uncover, and trust me, they will blow your mind even further. Coin number 2. As we move deeper into the world of treasures, let's journey forward in time to the historic year 1964, a year remembered for cultural revolutions, political changes, and most importantly for collectors, a turning point in American coinage itself. Because 1964 marked the very last year that U.S. dimes were struck in 90% silver. And among them, hidden like a gemstone in the dust, lies one of the rarest jewels of the Roosevelt series. This is the 1964 Roosevelt dime with the Denver D mint mark. And what makes this particular coin breathtaking is its natural black layer. This dark surface, formed over decades, gives the coin an almost mysterious aura. It's as though time itself has signed its name across the silver, whispering that this piece is not ordinary but chosen, a survivor that has lived through decades of change, yet still glows with dignity. Now, let's look at its composition. Struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, this coin is part of the last generation of true silver Roosevelt dimes before the government switched to copper nickel-clad coins. That makes every silver dime from 1964 historically significant. But when you add the Denver mint mark, the fine condition, and this haunting black layer, the result is a dime that transcends rarity. What sets this coin apart is not just its year or its silver content, but its condition and appearance. Collectors know that coins preserved in fine or higher grades carry a premium, but when you find one with such a strikingly beautiful black toning, it becomes a one-of-a-kind treasure. These aren't coins you stumble upon in change anymore. These are survivors, plucked from circulation, preserved, and now rising in demand with every passing auction. And make no mistake, demand is powerful. The 1964 D. Roosevelt dime is already among the most sought after by serious collectors. Why? Because it represents the end of an era. The final curtain call for silver coinage. Once silver was gone, America never went back. And that makes this dime more than just a collectible. It's a farewell letter to the golden age of silver coins. Now here's the moment you've been waiting for. The current market value of this coin in fine condition, with that incredible black layer and Denver mint mark, stands at an astounding $145,500. That's right, $145,500 for a single dime. This isn't a rumor, this isn't hype, this is the real truth of the auction market today. And experts agree the price is not finished rising. With each year, with each bidding war, the numbers keep climbing higher. Owning a coin like this is not just a financial win, it is holding a treasure chest in your hand. It is wealth condensed into silver, and it grows more powerful as time goes on. Think about that for a moment. A dime that once bought a piece of candy, a dime that once jingled casually in someone's pocket, now stands as a rare masterpiece worth over $100,000. This is the magic of numismatics. This is why collectors never stop searching. Because hidden in plain sight, history left us treasures that today can change your life. So what's the tip for collectors when it comes to the 1964 D. Roosevelt dime? Always examine the condition carefully. If you find one with a rich, natural tone, especially a blackened layer that gives it character, protect it, grade it, and treasure it. The demand is fierce, the supply is shrinking, and prices will only climb. For those lucky enough to own one, you are holding not just a coin, but a piece of history that will only grow more valuable with time. In conclusion, remember this. The 1964 D. Roosevelt dime is not just silver, not just history. It is a cultural landmark, a final chapter of America's silver coinage, and a dazzling treasure in today's collector market. Its beauty lies not only in its composition, but in its survival and rarity. And with a value soaring into the six-figure range, it stands as a reminder that even the smallest things can carry unimaginable worth. And friends, this was only coin number 2. Imagine what lies ahead as we reveal the final coin in our countdown of the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Roosevelt dimes. The excitement only grows from here. Coin number 3. Now, my friends, Let's take a step even further back to the very beginning of the Roosevelt dime story. The year was 1946, a year etched into the heart of America, not only for its history, but also for a change that would forever alter our coinage. 1946 was the very first year the Roosevelt dime was struck. It was created to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, after his passing in 1945, a leader who had guided the nation through the storm of the Great Depression and the trials of World War II. His legacy was immortalized on a small silver coin, the dime, chosen because of his work with the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. This coin, the 1946 Roosevelt dime without mint mark, carries not just silver in its body, but history in its soul. Every detail, from Roosevelt's portrait to the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse, represents strength, peace, and victory. But among the millions struck that year, a rare few have survived in a way that makes them treasures beyond measure. The one we are talking about today is nothing less than extraordinary. This particular 1946 dime carries a deep black layer, a toning that makes the silver shimmer with a mysterious aura. Far from being ordinary, this darkened patina sets it apart from common survivors, making it a truly one-of-a-kind masterpiece in fine condition. Let's talk composition. Like other early Roosevelt dimes, it is 90% silver and 10% copper. But what collectors treasure most about this coin is not just the silver, but the fact that it is the first of its kind, the debut year, the origin, the foundation of the entire Roosevelt dime series. That alone makes it sacred ground for coin collectors. Now, about rarity. Many 1946 dimes were produced, yes, but finding one without a mint mark, in fine condition, with a natural black layer preserved after nearly 8 decades, that is a challenge beyond words. Collectors know how hard it is to secure such a piece. They wait years, they watch auctions, and when one appears, it sparks a storm of bidding wars. And here comes the jaw-dropping truth. The current market value of this exact coin, the 1946 Roosevelt dime without mint mark, in fine condition with its haunting black layer, has reached an astonishing $192,500. Nearly $200,000 for a single dime. This is not fiction, this is not fantasy. This is today's truth in the auction world. And the trend? The value is rising, day by day, year by year. Experts and collectors agree time is its greatest ally. Wait a little longer, and this treasure will only grow more valuable. Imagine holding this in your hand. You are not just holding a coin, you are holding the very first breath of a series, a historical tribute to a president and a 6-figure fortune compressed into silver. It is more than wealth. It is legacy. It is power. It is a treasure chest in the palm of your hand. So, what's the tip for collectors? If you ever stumble upon a 1946 Roosevelt dime without a mint mark, don't dismiss it as just another silver coin. Examine it carefully, look for the condition, the toning, and the preservation. If it carries that natural dark layer and fine grade, protect it like a relic. Grade it, treasure it, and understand that you are holding one of the greatest pieces of numismatic history. And in conclusion, this coin is the crown jewel of the Roosevelt series. It's the beginning, the foundation, and one of the rarest treasures in circulation today. With a value nearing $200,000, it represents everything that makes coin collecting magical: the surprise, the history, the wealth, and the living proof that even the smallest piece of silver can hold unimaginable power. So there you have it, friends, the top 3 ultra-rare and most valuable Roosevelt dimes ever to shake the U.S. Auction markets: the 1956 D with its unique black shade, the 1964 D, the final chapter of silver coinage, and the legendary 1946, the first of its kind, a masterpiece worth nearly $200,000. Each of these coins is more than money. They are treasures, legends, and living pieces of American history. Their values are climbing every day, and to own even one is like holding a secret fortune. And that's why you should always remember, Rare U.S. Coin Secrets is your trusted, faithful source for discovering these incredible treasures. Every day I bring you real, fresh updates about the rare coin world. No fiction, no games, just the truth that can change the way you look at even the smallest coin in your pocket. So if you love coins, if you love treasures, and if you want to stay ahead in this fascinating world, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with other collectors, and subscribe right now to Rare U.S. Coin Secrets. Because tomorrow, I will bring you yet another story of a coin that could be sitting right under your nose and worth a fortune. Stay faithful, stay excited, and keep hunting because the next treasure might already be in your pocket.